Hello and welcome to another New Catholic Generation trailer review. I'm David, I'm here with Marc, Ned, and Joe. We are currently in the middle of making a lot of really big videos and we're also working on a set, but for right now, we're on this couch and Marc told me the other day about this trailer for a new animated Christian film that was coming out, and although we've reviewed a lot of live action Christian films, I don't think we've reviewed an animated one yet.
We have not.
Oh, scared.
Very.
Too much happiness in animated stuff that makes you annoyed.
I like happy with some dreary and sadness and angst. No.
Never mind.
All right, so let's watch the trailer. Sony. They made the Emoji Movie.
Oh, Walden Media.
Walden Media from Narnia.
One story has touched the lives of people across the world. This holiday season, you're invited to discover the story of the first Christmas from an entirely new perspective.
Hang on! Cyrus! Down! I expected a left turn 2 deserts ago.
That guy looks like someone from Ice Age. I think it's like the saber-toothed tiger.
Maybe.
There you go.
From the studio that brought you miracles from heaven and clouded
I
with a
didn't see either of those.
That combo, though.
Stephen Yeun, Keegan Michael-Key, Gina Rodriguez, Zachary Levi, Kelly Clarkson, Patricia Heaton, Kristen Chenoweth, Tyler Perry, Tracy Morgan, and Oprah Winfrey.
King Herod is up to something.
King Herod's up to something,
You're
Ned.
in danger. You need to listen to what I'm about to say extremely carefully.
Do you want a belly rub?
The star.
You jump out and create a distraction.
Hey! Here it goes!
There's something seriously wrong with those animals.
Okay.
The hell?
Language.
Sorry. The heck?
I love how you
No,
call it
it's
first.
the star.
No. I'm going to... No.
As a film critic, what do you think?
It looks stupid. Obviously, I'm not a kid anymore. So, but I mean, there are still like lots of kids movies that have come out like years ago and that still come out that I'm relatively interested in seeing and blah, blah, blah and whatnot. Contrary to what everyone thinks of me, I am normally a happy person sometimes. Normal. And I do love animated movies.
The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes. Beauty and the Beast, Jungle Book, Lion King.
Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty. Oh my gosh.
Pixar movies?
I mean, Toy Story.
Yeah.
Anything made, almost anything made.
Cars 2?
No.
Little Drummer Boy.
Yeah. Little Drummer Boy.
Santa Claus is coming to town?
Yeah, all all of those. And I really love Prince of Egypt. That's another fantastic movie.
Animated movie.
Yeah, animated movie.
Animated biblical movie specifically.
Yeah, and that's a biblical movie. Excellent. Which also has like lots of good, like honestly, good sense of humor in like many parts. Even though it's a more serious animated movie, there's still some humor and stuff in it. I hate modern animated movies because I hate modern humor. And a lot of this is modern humor. I don't know what it is. I just don't like it.
What it is it's the nativity story told with the main characters being anthropomorphized slapstick animals with lowbrow kitty humor.
You don't say.
Well, how are we supposed to tell what part you don't understand?
I guess it'll be fine for kids. I just think it looks stupid.
From a writing standpoint, I like the fact that it's a story that we've heard so many times, and so there is only so many ways that you can tell it. So I do like the aspect of there hasn't been a story, and I guess there's a reason why, but like we haven't heard the story from the animals that were at the scene. I mean, Little Drummer Boy, he's not even in the actual Bible. True. And he's one of the most famous tellings of the nativity story. And so it kind of made sense for me why you would tell the story. I'm actually surprised that like a children's book hasn't made this version of a story.
I'm pretty sure they have.
The way I see it is that it's a very weird pairing because Sony Animation is a very mainstream animation company. Their other movies have had nothing to do with faith-based stuff. They're partnering with the studio that did Miracles from Heaven.
They do have a faith branch, the Affirmation Studios, which you saw the logo for at the beginning of the trailer.
Oh, okay. So have they done anything else at this point?
The director, Timothy Reichert, I believe his name is. This is his first feature-length film.
First feature-length film.
And to get a cast like that in your first feature-length.
I mean, that is impressive.
You have Christopher Plummer. You have Oprah Winfrey, who doesn't act anymore. You have Kelly Clarkson, who was never an actor. And you have Kristen Chenoweth, Tyler Perry. Like, you'll go whether or not you like the movie just because of who's in it.
Well, we'll go because we have to review it for our channel.
Yeah. Although I do have to say, the idea is actually not that original, because there was actually at least one nativity movie that I can name at the top of my head that had the story from the animal's perspective, and it was Nestor the Long-Eared Donkey, which was done by the same company that did Rudolph, Little Drummer Boy. It's sad.
I also remember I did see a nativity short story one time, and I don't think it was the same one, but it might have been, where just like there were all the animals in the manger, and they were just like all talking with each other, and then all of a sudden all the shot shows is like some footprints come in, and like the animals are like looking, and like something happens, and like Jesus is there in the manger, and Mary and Joseph are gone. And it's just like they left him there, and they're all like around Jesus. Like, I'm just like, hardcore Protestant film. Just,
honey, let's leave the baby with the animals. I'm sure he'll be okay.
Worked out fine for Tarzan.
That's true. It did work well for Tarzan, so I'm sure this is a perfect example.
One thing that strikes me about this is the animals are obviously acting ridiculous. Focusing on the animal characters is a way for them to get away with maybe a little bit sort of more silly humor than they would be able to get away with if the main characters were actually characters from the Bible, because then that would get into very like maybe sacrilegious level if you had like Mary and Joseph doing stuff like that.
I mean,
Could you imagine her doing the bird dance?
No. Actually, okay. I cannot see her doing the bird dance. I will have to say this. I would not mind a sort of comedy per se of the Holy Family, only because they were human. And even Jesus was fully God and fully human. All we ever hear about them are like serious. Yes, heartwarming, but also serious. You know, obviously the Bible has never like told like their entire story or anything like that. But, you know, what about like the funny antics that might have gone on the family?
See, I wouldn't necessarily have a problem with that either. The problem is like a lot of 21st century
they get it wrong.
could be disrespectful.
Oh, they would get it wrong.
So if it was just down to earth, normal, everyday, like humor type stuff, I could totally see that. It looks to be a comedy for kids. The fact that Oprah Winfrey is playing in it makes me very nervous. Second, just from the feel of it, with the donkey seeming to like somehow figure out some kind of information and trying to warn the Holy Family of something, that it could possibly take things off of the spiritual aspect that especially the Nativity is supposed to have. I'm guessing they wouldn't do it entirely, but I'd be slightly concerned that they would do it too much or incorporate a little bit too much 21st century humor into it, like kind of like what Ned was talking about. So just some concerns.
Keegan Michael-Key.
Just some concerns just from watching it first time half about it. Nothing super terrible. Like, this seems to give a really good indication that this is definitely going to happen. It's just very iffy for me at this point.
Well, obviously, we'll give the movie a shot. We'll see how it is. Who knows? It might surprise us.
When did you say this was coming out?
November 10th.
What the heck? A nativity movie that's not coming out on Christmas. I'm suing.
0 out of 10. It's not coming out. It's coming out in December.
Never mind. I changed my mind. It's a terrible movie.
I'm actually just worried about it from a production standpoint. It kind of did look a little cheap to me. Yeah. And I don't know if you guys noticed this, but from the trailer, Joseph's mouth and what he was saying did not add up.
There's something seriously wrong with those animals.
Honestly, I think the movie will be very interesting to see, nonetheless. I think it looks stupid, but that's just from the trailer.
He has a bias against Sony films.
I don't. I love Hotel Transylvania.
What about the others?
Spider-Man. I like the Spider-Man movies, but those
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I was trying to...
Smurfs. Those suck.
The emotion movie.
I have to see it.
Okay.
When it comes out in Blu-ray and DVD. Anyways, guys, we love you. We'll see you next time. God bless.